Hi everyone, if you're a Python developer using VS Code, you have probably run into this error, Python command not found, and exited with code 127. Okay, so it can be super frustrating, but don't worry, the solution is actually simpler than you might think. In this video, I'll show you a quick workaround and then the actual fix. So many developers, especially on macOS, struggle with this problem. You've got the latest Python version installed, you're ready to write some code, and then bam, VS Code throws this error at you. You can spend hours searching for a fix, but trust me, it's not that complicated. Now, before we dive into the actual solution, there's a quick workaround you can try that works immediately. So instead of running your code directly from VS Code, you can run it from your terminal using Python 3. So before opening terminal, I'll copy this entire path, this path. Okay, so I'll open Spotlight using command and space, and then I'll type terminal and I'll hit enter. So I'll zoom in. Okay, let me clear it out. Yeah, so what I'll do is I'll type this command python 3 space and I'll hit this and I'll hit enter. Perfect. So I get this correct output. So this command explicitly tells your system to use Python 3 as your default interpreter. Okay, so if Python 3 is correctly installed, your script will execute just fine without any errors. So the issue that we just saw in VS Code is not related to Python installation. We are able to execute the first.py script in terminal because Python 3 is installed as Python 3 on macOS and the terminal can find it easily. However, this isn't a permanent solution because you don't want to keep switching between VS Code and the terminal, and you want to run your code right within the VS Code. And the issue happens because VS Code by default uses a Python command instead of Python 3. Now, here's a real fix that will save you a ton of time. So I'll go back to my VS Code. Okay, I'll go to this extensions tab, and inside this installed section, I'll see all my installed extensions. So just search for the code runner extension. All right, so I'll click it. Inside this, I'll click on this settings icon and then I click on this extension settings. All right, so let me close it. Yeah, I'll scroll down and I'll see this option, code runner executor map. So I'll click on this edit in settings.json. Inside this, I'll see this particular key, which is code runner.executor map. I'll scroll down a little and I'll see this option, Python as Python--u. Okay, what I'll have to do is I'll have to make a very small change. Instead of Python, I'll just change it to Python 3. Okay, and this tells VS Code to explicitly use Python 3 every time you run your Python code. And then you need to save. In my case, I have turned on this autosaver on, file as autosaver, so I don't have to save. In your case, you have to just do command and S. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll go back to my first.py. I'll click on this run button and I see this output. Brilliant. Okay, so let me tell you what's happening here. So I'll close this terminal. So the code runner extension is configured to use the Python command by default. Okay, but we have installed the latest Python 3 on our macOS. So VS Code was unable to find Python. So by changing this setting, we are telling VS Code to use the correct Python interpreter, which is Python 3 and not Python. Okay, and this -u flag ensures that your code runs in unbuffered mode, meaning the output will be displayed immediately without any delays. But don't worry about this unbuffered flag. So now whenever you run Python code in VS Code, it will work smoothly with Python 3. And that's it. You've now got two solutions, a quick workaround using the terminal and the permanent fix for VS Code. So no more headaches. If this helped you out, don't forget to like and subscribe for more tips on coding and debugging. See you in the next video.